Hi, welcome to Rapid Retirement Blueprint, how to create your plan in 30 minutes or less. Did you know a study shows 80% of people think retirement will be awesome, the best part of their life? But of those in retirement, only 40% agree. That means there's a big disconnect from what we think will happen to what actually happens. So I have a question for you. What is the key to success in retirement? What do you need to do to make sure you're part of the 40% that think retirement is the best part of their life? Well, my 33 years as a retirement planner have taught me this one important lesson. It comes down to trade-offs, well-informed, educated trade-offs. In the next 5 or 6 minutes, I'll show you how to use some software so you can pre-live multiple trade-offs or scenarios until you find the one that best fits you based on your needs, your resources, and your goals. Here's the basic input screen. Let me get a little narrow or blow it up there for you. There is Mark, age 62, makes $180,000 a year. To keep things simple, we'll say his wife Mary's a homemaker. They have 1.25 million in their 401k, and they're currently saving about $25,000 per year. Fairly typical for someone late in their career at the top of their game. Well, it tells us right now, based on those numbers, there's a 38% chance of success in retirement. Not very good odds. So what about trade-offs? What can we do? If I was talking to Mark and Mary, I might say something along the lines of, well, your home is paid for. It's a beautiful house. Would you consider renting your basement out if it helps you with retirement? And they say, well, let's see. What does it look like, Martin? Go back to the input screen and we'll add other income. In this case, we're saying $12,000 a year or $1,000 a month. Fairly modest income for a rental in today's environment. But let's be conservative. Well, they've now gone from a 38% to a 48% chance of success. Much better, but we still have a ways to go. This program assumes he'll retire at age 65. So I asked Mark, would you be willing to do a trade-off and maybe work till age 68? He goes, Martin, I love what I do for a living. I don't think I mind that at all. So we put here age 68. How's he doing now? He is barely squeaking by in the green zone. You want to get yourself in the green zone, which basically means you have a pretty good chance of your money lasting as long as you do. Now, the software program also assumes that he'd need $118,000, Mark and Mary, to spend in retirement. It gets that number by taking the 180 he makes, subtracting the 25,000 he's investing, and subtracting taxes. So they currently have 118 after tax. And Mark and Mary tell me, well, that's wonderful, but our house is paid for. We don't need quite that much money. What would happen if we reduce our long-term goals to $100,000 a year, indexed for inflation? I say, that's great. Let's change it to $100,000. But based on my training and experience, I make this suggestion. Let's add back in $1,000 a month or $12,000 a year for travel and for fun money. So here's our new criteria. Here's our new trade-off. A little reduction in long-term base income, but we add back in some retirement, travel, and fun money. How are they doing now? 89%. They are solidly in the green zone. It's looking very good. They're high-fiving each other. But then I see Mark look kind of serious. He says, Martin, I do love what I do for a living, but man, sometimes I work 50, 60 hours a week. I don't think I want to work that hard after age 65. So let's go back to age 65. Okay, another trade-off here. We've gone from 68 to age 65, $100,000 base income for life with the extra $12,000 for the first 10 years. And now they're, just outside the green zone, not quite there. So what else can we do? What's another trade-off we can make? Well, Mark, you told me that you like what you do for a living, but you don't want to work 50, 60 hours a week. Could you work part-time? He says, not only could I, Martin, I'd like that. So another part of the program, we click on here, add part-time work. We'll say he does that for the first 5 years of retirement from age 65 to 70. And he says, I could teach one class at university, do some consulting work. I could pretty easily make $36,000 a year. Where's he at now? Look at that, right in the middle of the green zone. That's awesome. So you can see how with the software, in a matter of minutes, we look at multiple trade-offs, multiple scenarios until we found one that was just right for Mark and Mary based on their circumstances, their resources, and their goals. Here's a key question. Would a conversation like this be of benefit to you? If you think so, I offer anyone who wants it 1 hour of my time at no charge to go through the software. And here's what we'll do. We'll look at multiple scenarios or multiple trade-offs. I'll help you know or see where you are relative to those goals. If you want me to, I'll do a portfolio analysis. You'll be surprised how many people don't know what they have in their IRAs and 401ks. We can also look at a Roth conversion analysis. That's kind of a hot topic right now. And I've seen it save someone $150,000 in taxes over their retirement. And sometimes it saves very little. It's just really case by case. The software will help us solve that for us. And I'll do my best to answer any questions you have. Now, here's what I ask for you in return. Before we meet, just get together a few things. Figure out your current income and expenses. If you happen to get a pension from, or will get a pension from your employer, find out what that amount of money will be and get a Social Security estimate. If you're not sure how, I'll let you know how. And then finally, gather together all your statements from IRAs, 401ks, annuities, rental properties, whatever you have earmarked for retirement. If you'll do that, then we'll input better information and we'll get a better output through the software. So who am I? My name is Martin Hurlbert. I'm the founder of Achieve More Retirement, a fiduciary and a certified retirement counselor. I'm also a registered investment advisor with Portfolio Medics LLC. I love what I do for a living. At Achieve More Retirement, our goal is to help you live your life on purpose. And this software will go a long way to helping you do just that. I look forward to hearing from you. Phone number is down below, and the link to my calendar online is also down below. Thank you for listening.